Hello everybody and welcome to Mark Goldbridge, That's Football. How are we all doing this evening? We are live for Everton against Man City, but I do have Sevilla's trip to, it's not Sevilla's trip, it's Dortmund trip to Sevilla in the Champions League. I'll be keeping an eye on that one for you as well. I hope you're all doing very, very well in relation to that one. But I can give you the team news across both. Scooby-Doo, says Mo Lester. Oh, fucking hell. He's had me straight away. You know what? I've got to give him credit. He's pulled me in with a line I love saying, and I've done a Robbie. I've got no filter. I've done a Robbie, and I've got pulled in straight away. That must be the quickest. That must be the world record for catching me out on a stream. I've got to give it that. There you go. Anyway, let's get going. Let's get ready to rumble. So let's have a look at the team news for Everton. I've got a funny feeling Everton are going to get something tonight, and I don't normally, you know me, I don't normally go for the underdog, but I have got a funny feeling that they're going to get something out of it. Just very quickly, if you are watching Sevilla against Dortmund, Koundé is playing at the back. He's number 12 for Sevilla, and interestingly, from Dortmund's point of view, Haaland up front, Sancho's playing, and Bellingham is playing as well. So, there is a few players to keep an eye on in that one, but because Everton Man City is kicking off at 8:15, so we can actually keep an eye on. So I've got Sevilla, Sevilla Dortmund on there. Interestingly enough, Everton Man City is on Amazon Prime, so it is Koundé against Haaland, and Koundé is going to be marking Haaland as well, so it's going to be interesting how that plays. I expect Sevilla to beat Dortmund over two legs as well. Sevilla not playing that well. Come on, Everton, says Joseph Tyrrell. Please smash a like on the video if you're watching, and I'm just going to put a tweet out. I'm going to give you the Everton Man City team news now. I just wanted to give you the other team news because we've got that's kicking off at 8:00. So Everton against Manchester City. Everton are the home side. Ignore the way we've got it around this one. So Everton have got Pickford in goal. Mina, Keane and Holgate a back three. Well, a back five really, because Godfrey and Digne. Godfrey can F off. Davies and Decore, so quite a defensive setup for Ancelotti. He's not stupid. And then a front three of Sigurdsson, Iwobi and Richarlison. Calvert-Lewin injured, which is a big... it's just bloody... It's bloody typical of Man City, isn't it? Absolutely typical of Manchester City, that when they play teams like Everton, Everton are without their best player. So... yeah, it's just bloody typical. But Man City side, Ederson, Walker, Ruben Diaz, Laporte and Cancelo as their back four. Strong back four. Bernardo Silva, Rodri and Foden, Mahrez, Jesus and Sterling. So a strong side. And on their bench, they've got Stones, De Bruyne, Zinchenko, Aguero, Fernandinho. They've got a very, very strong bench, as we know. Everton's bench, James is on the bench there. Andre Gomez. They don't really have any attacking options, to be honest with you. Josh King. They don't really have any attacking options, to be honest with you. But what channel is it? It's on Amazon Prime for the Everton-Manchester City game. But I have got Sevilla Dortmund on the telly as well. 1-0 to Porto, by the way. They're playing against Juventus. Juventus in the mud. I told you Juventus can't win this league. This Champions League. They can't do it. To be honest with you, they can't do it. How's your stomach, Mark? Paolo, nothing a good poo wouldn't solve. And it did. So, to be blunt, that's what happened. Just doing a manager mode and managed to get Declan Rice for 65 million and Phil Jones. Also, what channel is the Champions League game on? BT Sports have got the Champions League in the UK. Sevilla versus Dortmund is on on BT Sports 3. And Sevilla are having a lot of the ball in the first few minutes. No Gundogan, says Mohammed. No, but they do have De Bruyne back. And can I just say thank you to the super chat from Sam Aimson. If you want to do that, you can do it through the $ if you want to. No Gundogan or Stone, says Yazin. Yeah, but no Calvert-Lewin for Everton. I didn't even know he was injured. How long's he out? Teams are the wrong way round. Yes, Matthew, we've addressed that already and we won't be changing it. And Juventus all over the place. They cannot do it. They cannot win the Champions League. This is why Ronaldo needs to come to Manchester United. Not to win the Champions League, but just play at another club that can't win it, but make me happy. So, yes, interesting. Pickford is in goal. I lost to Burnley, Mark. It's all your fault, says Jamie O'Neill. Yeah, very happy with the FIFA career mode today, apart from the Leicester results. Just, we're back again tomorrow with that anyway. We're doing okay. Some good results, but we just keep letting ourselves down on the third stream. Manchester United will be on, I presume it's on BT Sports again, Europa League tomorrow. But remember, it's a 5 to 6 kickoff UK time. So we will be live on the United Stand at some stupid hour for a kick. Team news will probably be at 4:45. Yabba dabba do. Yabba dabba do. Great. Then again, at least we'll all be done by about 8 o'clock so we can have an evening. But I'm intrigued as to how that game's going to run out, to be honest with you. I love Sevilla, the way they play football. I was just looking at their back four then and I was trying to figure out where Koundé was. But I remember United playing against Sevilla last season and they've just got... They play with so much confidence. They play miles away from each other because they're so confident. Look at that pass by Koundé there. It was almost a no-look pass. His passing out from the lines already has been remarkably good. And they just play really good. The timer will be on when the game kicks up. Europa winners incoming, says Abhishek. But where are you watching the games? Says Cormac. Here. Right here on YouTube. Prediction, Mark. You know what? I didn't know Calvert-Lewin was out injured. I really think that they might miss Calvert-Lewin. I don't see many goals in that Everton side. That's the problem. And you can always see goals in the Man City side. So maybe Man City are going to win that 2 or 3. 2-0, I think. I think they will win it. Porto are beating Juve, says Dan. They are. And Mark, who do you think is going to win Europa League except from Manchester United? Well, I don't think Man United are going to win the Europa League. So I think the Europa League this season is really open, actually. And I think that makes it more of a challenge in many ways. Because I think if you had one or two teams in there that were big favourites, but I think everyone will fancy their chances, which in a way will make it a harder tournament. Hi Mark, cheers for all the content, says Dylan. And how many years till we dominate the Premier League again, says Josh. It might never happen again. No one's got a divine right for it to happen, have they? So it might never happen again. Sevilla dominating the ball at the moment in this game. We're about 8 minutes kickoff for Man City Everton because it's a 8:15 kickoff. Goal for Sevilla! Sevilla score a goal. We've got an early goal here. It's deflected in, but we've got an early goal, and it's number 7 for Sevilla. It was 1-1 in the Burnley-Fulham game, by the way. But Sevilla go 1-0 up. I don't think there's going to be any offside here for Sevilla. Fernandez says with the goal. Let's have a look. Gets it on the edge of the box. He's on his left foot. Hits it. And it deflects off Hummel. Went to shoot. Did the old circle and X on FIFA. Went to shoot on his left. Then spun back and shot off his right. Hummel stuck his foot out and it went over the keeper. It reminds me of me there. That's what I'm like. Bit of a Rashford turn without the shot at the end. If you know, you know. City is the team of the future. United is the team of the past, says Dylan. Better get some fans then, mate. That's your problem. Man City need to sign some fans. Hi Mark, opinion on F1. Any plans for watch-alongs, says J Jack. I may do an F1 watch-along. I like to write good ideas down. F1 watch-along. Lana Rhodes. No, I'm only joking. Can I have a shout out, please? I'm a big fan, says Richie Finity. You can do. You've just had one. Mark, have you seen Bamford's comments on Deitch? No. And City for the win, says Cameron Cheeseman. Yeah, give us your score predictions for Everton, Man City. I think Everton are massive favourites now, aren't they? To be fair. Nikhil wants me to say Scooby-Doo, which I've just done for you, Nikhil. And I'd love an F1 watch-along. I do know a lot about F1, actually. Without blowing my own trumpet, I do like a bit of F1. So, I'm sure we can sort something out as a one-off, not as a two or three off, but as a one-off. I think we can do it. If we put our back into it, we can do it. So yeah, we are about 5 minutes away from kickoff in Everton Man City. So I'm just currently watching Sevilla versus Dortmund here. I think Dortmund. You know what Dortmund are like? Dortmund are like the Dallas Cowboys of NFL. You know, everyone wants to support them, or they did, but they're not actually that good. Yeah, they've got good players, but they're not good. Far from it. They ain't all that. They ain't all that. If you know, you know. It is 1-0 to Porto as well, but Sevilla have been dominating the ball here, and that to me is not a surprise. If you know, you know that Sevilla are a very good side. Now, haters will say Chelsea dominated them, but I'm going to tell you now, they're a good side, and they are winning here 1-0. I've had a super chat coming in. Thank you very much from Max Appleby. And also, would you prefer Sancho and Rice or Grealish and Koundé? Also, how long do you think Ederson and Donny are out for? Says John O'Kane. I've got no idea. They're muscle injuries. Would I prefer Sancho and Rice or Grealish and Koundé? So, I tell you what, John O'Kane, that is a bloody good question. Rice or Grealish? Rice or Sancho? Rice and Sancho or Grealish and Koundé? And it doesn't matter what team you support. Sancho and Rice or Grealish and Koundé? Sounds like a deal. It sounds like a meal, doesn't it? Grealish being goulash, which is a Hungarian deal. Rice, yeah, you know. I think I'm more Grealish and Koundé, to be honest with you. But it's a good question. Yeah, FIFA fanatics with me. I do want to talk a bit about that tonight, actually, and not just Man United. I want to talk about what teams, you know, what players you'd like to see coming into your team, you know, realistically for the summer. I know we've got a few United fans, but there will be Chelsea and Liverpool and Arsenal fans as well. So I do want to talk about that. Tabres says, when you said you don't believe Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is a title-winning manager, did you only mean this season? Because I thought you meant generally. Why not give the time to a manager that has potential to win the Premier League? Yes. Yeah, I mean, look, I don't know whether Solskjaer can win the Premier League. I don't think he can. But if I didn't think he could win it, I'd say get rid of him now. But I do think that there is progress, and I want to see where that progress goes. I think he deserves that right. Yeah, I mean, where do you think Haaland will end up? Very quiet in this game so far, but I just don't think that they're that good. You know? I don't really think Dortmund are that good. I mean, I can't believe Jude Bellingham, though. 17 years of age. This time last year, he's playing for Birmingham City in the Championship. Now he's playing in the Champions League for Dortmund. I mean, he's surely got to be a player that they think about calling up soon. I mean, that's pretty decent. United should sign Mozza, Italian at Parma, says Thomas Bradbury. And do you think Milan will win the Europa League with Zlatan on top, says Alias. I don't think Milan will win the Europa League. I think that the English clubs will beat Milan. Because as much as I like Italian football, as I've said it before, Carlton, say hi to your dad back to me. I just think that the Italian league is vulnerable to quicker leagues in Europe. So there you go. Henry says, I went to school with Jude Bellingham. Well, look, whether Jude Bellingham should have come to United or not, do you think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer would be playing him in centre midfield now if he was at United? He's playing centre midfield in the Champions League. So he's probably done the right thing for his career at the end of the day, because I don't think for 1 second that Bellingham would be playing in a United side if he'd come to United. Not in his first season. I don't think so. Italian league is slower paced, energy. Yes, it is. Dortmund are in the box at the moment, but Sevilla deal with it quite nicely. I like Koundé's build. He's got that sort of Sylvester Stallone sort of walk. He walks like that. Like, yeah, what's going on? What's going on? You know, he's got that sort of vibe to him. You know, I like it. I like it. Anyway, we're about a minute away kick-off from the Everton-Man City game, which is what we're actually here for. I will keep you up to date with Sevilla and Dortmund, of course, because I've got it on the screen. I've just clicked on the wrong thing. I want the timer. Amazon Prime. Don't you just love Amazon Prime? Being sarcastic. I don't, to be honest. Not for watch-alongs. I find it's slightly irritating. But the players are ready. We're ready. Let's pull that off of there a little bit to the right. That's perfect. Are Man United in bad situation when we're better than Barca, Juve, Dortmund, Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal, and probably Real Madrid? But we're not better than all those teams, Yazza, are we? I mean, I've got to be fair. We're actually not. Right, just waiting for this to kick off, and then I'll. That's Koundé coming forward from the back. I'm just so impressed with him. I think he just had a shot there. Yeah, he did. He's so good. I'm so impressed with Koundé. Anyway, let me just kick this off. Man City against Everton. No Gundogan for Everton, for Man City. No Calvert-Lewin for Everton, and it's just about to kick off. I do think, I've got a funny feeling Everton might get something out of this game. Smashed probably, but we will see. We're up and running anyway. Timer on. Come back. And let me just turn it on the screen for you. There we go. And let me get the match back. There we go. What's happening at half time today, says Guy. I might sing a song. City's bench is terrifying, says Mark McKenna. It is very good. I hate the camera angle at Goodison Park now, do you? It's really steep. You feel you're like in a helicopter. It's like watching it on Google Earth. I think we actually are watching this game on Google Earth. Just zoomed in a bit. It's poor. Poor, really. But there you go. Mark, what are your opinions on the EFL ref who squared up to an Ipswich player? You know what? Is he going to get in trouble? So basically, there's this referee. I can't remember who it was against, and he squares up to this player. Sort of comes up to him wanting a penalty, and he goes right in his face as well. He's going to get banned for it. You can't do that. You can't do that as a referee. But I don't. You know, to be honest, they must get a bit pissed. He basically put it on him a bit. Ali McCoy's Scooby-Doo, says Tyrone. And good shot there already from Manchester City. Cancelo coming forward. Pickford tips it round for a corner. We've barely had 2 minutes here. It's a long way out. And Pickford just palms it away. It's a difficult one for Pickford, to be fair, because it bounces in front of him. He ain't going to be catching that. And he puts it out for a corner. I don't think Shaw Tyre will play tomorrow, Auctor, no. And cross comes in. Yeah, I was miles behind there. I need to update the clock. My Prime had. Sorry about that. I am actually miles behind deliberately. That's my fault. I'm about 40 seconds behind. Let me just change the clock. That's the thing about Amazon Prime. It will automatically just drop off. Annoying. Very annoying. That's better. Another corner for Manchester City. We've just fast forwarded 40 seconds. Imagine if you could do that with real life. Oh, let's just fast forward to 89 minutes. But yeah, all Man City as you would expect. Apparently, Sinan says that James Rodriguez is complaining about the weather and already wants to go back to Madrid. Well, it's all right coming to Merseyside in August. What a goal! What a goal! Brilliant. It's for Dortmund. I thought it was Sancho for a minute. It's not. It's not Sancho. Gets it on the edge of the box. If you've ever seen my career mode with Bruno on the edge of the box, he's in the hole and he whips it in. And it's a fantastic strike by Dortmund. If you were a mid-table championship team, who could sign either Ronaldo or Keane, who would you be picking? Well, Ronaldo at the moment, Devon, because he's retired. But it's Dawood who makes it 1-1 for Dortmund. Good work by Haaland on the right-hand side. Comes back onto his right foot. It's a lovely individual goal, really, because he's running one way, cuts back onto his right, and then bends it. Just think Goldbridge with Bruno. It basically is a classic FIFA career mode Bruno goal with me. Right, exactly where I do it from. Edge of the box, well, just back 5 metres out from the edge of the box, and an R1 curler. So it's 1-1. Good game, Sevilla and Dortmund. Nothing to do with Koundé, that wasn't. It's in the hole. That's what she said. Where can you watch Man City and Everton? Well, I can keep you updated here because I'm watching it. Please subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. It's 0-0 after about 5.5 minutes, but it's on Amazon Prime. So I didn't even know it was on Amazon Prime. I think this is because it's a legacy game, isn't it? It was meant to be played probably on an Amazon Prime week. So they get it because the other match was Burnley and Fulham wasn't on Amazon Prime. Bloody Bono is back in goal, says Road to Dawn. Is it Bono? Bono! Bono! I remember that. We had a right old laugh with that Road to Dawn, didn't we? I remember that. That was good fun. It is Bono in goal, yeah. Bono! That's not Bono, he's rubbish. Oh, the banter. The banter's good. The banter is strong. You've got to have a laugh. You've got to have a laugh. Man City dominating the ball here. Kyle Walker playing at right back today. Doesn't get many games at the moment. Zinchenko normally off the left and Cancelo off the right. But here's Mahrez up against... puts a cross in. How long till Man City score? Look at it. Look, they're so busy at winning the ball back as well. Bernardo Silva with a shot there. Not much power on it, but really busy. Nugget says, what's your thoughts on Moise Kean? I don't think he's that good. I really don't think he's that good. But Josephine says, do the Agadoo. Nah, I'm not in the mood for Agadoo. Aga don't. Madders, I'm blocking you. I'm bored of this. I'm so bored of people going, you're behind, you're behind. Of course I'm behind. I'm on Amazon fucking Prime. You're always behind. You might be watching it in a different country that doesn't have Amazon Prime. You're probably about 5 hours ahead. Dortmund doing a lot better now in that game. Man City still dominating the ball. Which would prefer winning the Champions League, says John O'Kane. But what? Which would prefer winning the Champions League but get relegated from the Prem, or win the FA Cup and Europa League but finish 6th? See, John, you're never going to top what you tried with Grealish and Koundé. And this I really don't care about. Would I rather win the Champions League and get relegated, or win the FA Cup and Europa League but finish 6th? I don't care, John. I'm not being rude. I'm just going to pick one and say I'd rather win the Champions League. I don't want to get relegated, so I'd rather win the FA Cup and the Europa League and finish 6th. I don't want to get relegated just to win the Champions League, because it would piss me off having to play teams like Sheffield Wednesday and Ipswich or whoever else. That could be a penalty for Dortmund there. I think it does hit his hand. That's a penalty for me. Mark, watch-alongs this weekend. Merseyside Derby and City Arsenal, although United played before. Yeah, I can't do City and Arsenal because it will take me into Man United, Newcastle. So I will be keeping an eye on that. But yeah, I'm not. I'm. Anyone who says you're behind, I just block you. So it doesn't matter. It actually helps get rid of idiots. So keep saying it, please, and I'll just block you all. Thank you. Thanks for your assistance. It just makes it easier. Cleared by. I think that should have been a penalty for Sevilla, by the way. Not been given. Another corner for Manchester City. And it's been cleared. Please subscribe, by the way, bottom right hand corner. And William Norton. Hi, Mark. What did you do in Ireland? Had a very good time, mate. Had a very good time. I lived there for 3 years, and it was great. Everton on the attack here. A rare attack, and Man City bring it away. Mark, fun fact that sloths can hold their breath for longer than a dolphin. Thoughts? Also love the content and thanks for the work, says Nathan Brown. Thank you, Nathan. What about Nkanji instead of Koundé? No. I do like Akanji, but I think anybody who watches him regularly will tell you that this is why Dortmund concede a lot of goals. Look, if anyone wants to get involved in that conversation, you're more than welcome. Hooded Life says, hey Mark, how was your day? Not too bad. Actually, quite a productive day. Quite a productive day today. Last couple of days have been quite productive. I mean, I think in lockdown, people see me doing streams and everything, of course, but I think in lockdown it can be, there's other things that happen, and it's been quite a productive couple of days at the moment. Working on a few things, which is good. Trying to shift things around so I can do a little bit more content that I enjoy, actually. So can't say too much about that because you might get excited. Mary Rice has subscribed and liked the video. Mary, get your brother Declan to come and sign. And if you know, you know. And what are your thoughts on Coventry City? Dead club, okay, really. I do like Mark Robbins, though. He used to play for Man United. Haaland! Magnificent. Magnificent. Magnificent from Haaland, that is. It's 2-1 to Dortmund. He's just played a 1-2 on the edge of the box and then just slid in. Just a very good goal from Haaland. I don't know who he plays the 1-2 with, but it's 2-1 to Sevilla. And he picks it up himself, which is what he picks it up, turns, runs straight at them. Not really Koundé's fault. Someone's got to go with. It's not Koundé's fault. He tries to sort of block it off, but it's not his fault. And he plays a 1-2 and a nice little finish. 1-2 with Sancho as well. Another assist for Jayden. A lovely 1-2 with Jayden as well. Bye, Stephen Donahue. Oh, no, not you. Harvey Johnson. Bye. Set yourself up another count, you troll. Yeah, it was a good, lovely assist by Jayden as well. Yeah, I said City to win 2-1, but they're dominating it. Everton to win 2-1, but that was before. And does anyone know how long Calvert-Lewin's out for as well? Andrew C. Mark, both your highly rated defenders have been bantered this week and conceding 2 goals. I meant both Koundé and Upamecano. Thoughts, says Andrew. Oh, come on, Andrew, grow up. Seriously, grow up. I mean, goals get conceded. It doesn't mean it's on the centre-backs, does it? So, neither of those goals are Koundé's fault individually. Look, if it brings his price down, fine. I don't really give a shit. To be honest with you, I'd rather Sevilla get knocked out, because then nobody really notices Koundé. I want his price to come down. I don't want loads of people back for him. Calvert-Lewin's back for Liverpool, apparently, says Max Myers, who's an Everton fan. I think Yerry Mina's got to come off here as well, which is a blow, because he's a very good player for Everton. And Holgate's going to come on, I think. No, not Holgate. It's a big blow for Everton, that, losing Yerry Mina. See, Man City, even when they're brilliant, they still get to play against teams that are shit, who are missing their best players. Koundé is playing for Sevilla. He's doing well. I like Koundé. He's played well in this game. Neither of the goals are his fault. But Dortmund are all over them at the moment. Koundé with the block there. See, that's good defending. He's got a very distinctive style, Koundé. There's a break in the Everton-Man City game at the moment. He's got a very distinctive style, Koundé. The way he's very shoulders. You know what I mean? Head, shoulders, knees and toes. But he's very shoulders. It reminds me, like I say, like Sylvester Stallone. I think he's got quite, obviously he's not massive, but he's got big arms. Like Sylvester Stallone in Rocky. Not particularly tall, but he's got a good... he just looks muscular, you know what I mean? He's got that sort of eye on the ball thing. We're back up in the Man City game now. I think Yerry Mina went off, didn't he? I don't know who came on. I was too busy watching this game. Yeah, Yerry Mina's coming off. Is Cobra Kai child appropriate, says Dab. Don't know. Would you shave your head if United won the league? Well, no, because they've already won it. And I've got no... I can't... If somebody said, if I shave my head, United are going to win the league, I still wouldn't do it, because I'd say, how does that work then? Everyone's going to let Man United win the league just because I shaved my head. Bollocks, it's a trick. I'm not doing it. Mark, you and Koundé should hit the gym together. It's too late for me. I told you, look, I'm not like you lot. The gym to me was never important when I was in my teens or early 20s. Everyone wanted to look like Liam Gallagher or Damon Albarn, who basically were a good chance for Manchester City there. Jesus, I thought he was going to score. He put it over the bar. Good chance. Played in. Wants a corner. Not got it. Davies got caught on the ball. Good pressing by Rodri. Plays Jesus in. See, this is why Man City are winning the league, because their pressing game is so impressive. Mark, your thoughts on Theo Hernandez from AC Milan? It says OW1. Yeah, good player. Good player. And Harry Morris, thanks for the super chat there. But Jesus should have scored that. Good chance. So Coleman's come on for Yerry Mina, which means that Godfrey will switch centrally and Coleman will just drop in at right wing back. So they're missing big players, Everton, for this game. But yeah, the thing I've been impressed with Man City over the last few weeks, if I'm absolutely honest, is their work rate is ridiculous. They really, really, really do work hard. Anyway, we should do that trick on somebody, shouldn't we? We should say to them, if you shave your head, Man United will win the league. And get loads of people to shave their head now. And then we won't win the league. But they might be so thick that they think if they shave their head, that will give the power to Man United to start winning consistently and Man City to collapse. But we can all secretly laugh at them with their shaved heads. I'm all for it. I'm not going to be that idiot. Mark, their way City play is what Ricky is always on about. Having people behind the ball looks like he isn't crazy. No, Sam. What a save that is by Bono. The Edge would be proud. Elevation by Bono. Haaland with the shot. Remember, Haaland plays in my FIFA career mode. Look at this. I would have hit this in my FIFA career mode as well. It's not a great save. It's a palm over the bar, but good save by Bono. Elevation! Woo! Where's your sunglasses, Bono? If Ronaldo went to Man City, I'd contemplate stopping watching football. I don't think I could watch that. I think I'd physically throw up seeing Ronaldo in the Premier League, not at Manchester United. But no, I don't think Ricky would like the style of play that Man City play, because Man City are not a defensive side. They swarm the ball. They don't play defensive and let the opposition have the ball and then just stay in place, which I think Ricky likes a team that is well organised. Man City just get behind the ball quickly and swarm the ball as well. Jadon Sancho at United would make it one of the best attacks. Jadon creating for Bruno would be guaranteed goals. We wouldn't bottle games, says Usman. Well, we would. Doesn't matter if your attack scores 5 if your defence is going to let 5 in. This is what we saw against Everton. Should have been 3-2 there, or should have been 3-1 there. Hummels on the back post, shit volley. Typical crap centre-back with no technique. Look at that. We've all played with people like that. Should have passed it, mate. But the shot was on, yeah, but you shit. Donny is injured tomorrow, Oliver Little, yeah. Are you going to do Chelsea Atletico? Yes, I am next week. I am, click. Please subscribe, by the way, bottom right-hand corner. We're on the road to 326,000. So please subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. I think our next watch-along is Everton against Liverpool, actually, on Saturday evening at 5:30. We have got FIFA career mode back tomorrow. Really enjoying this final last dance season of our career. I think it's going to be a battle. It might not be. You know what? There's always this assumption last season it will end well. It could end badly. Really should. Could. Fofana or Koundé? Koundé. I do rate Fofana, but I think Koundé's better at the moment. Fofana might end up being better, but then again, I think they're around the same age, aren't they? Sean Negative Turner says, we don't need Sancho. He's been awful this season. Dortmund should have sold him in the summer. We need Haaland at all cost. Martial plus cash. He's been watching the evening show on the United Stand. Gabriel, you've said it a million times. He said you should be a commentator. I don't want to be a commentator. I like what we do. Man City still dominating the ball here. You feel the game's over as soon as they score. Another corner. Mark, why are you not doing Arsenal Benfica? Obama and Saka will be on fire, says Zane. Mate, 2 hours of Europa League football is enough for me. I've got to watch that because it's Man United. So, another short corner by Man City. Call Jack O'Leary and Alex Lennon a tosser, says Edits. And James Cunningham, thanks for the super chat. Oh, I tell you what, Hummels with a great block there. And another... I tell you what, it's a good game, Sevilla, against Dortmund. They're both creating chances. But, of course, Dortmund have got the 2 away goals already. I am keeping an eye on it, don't worry. I think last night was a bit of a dress rehearsal for me. I'm much better at keeping my eye on both games tonight. No, Sky Sports couldn't afford my punditry, Ewan. They couldn't afford the insurance policy that I might say something that gets them in trouble. Morris is a West Ham fan. He says, you're not having rice from us, Mark. Come on, you irons. Beans, potato, salad and rice is a beautiful combo for top 5. And Haaland never going to join United after what Roy Keane did to his dad. I don't think that'll really matter, Ayub. Yeah. Mercedes or Audi, says Hooded Life. I do like Audis, actually. I'd probably say Audi. Man City wanted a free kick on the edge of the box. It's not been given. Everton are just not offering anything in this game. I have Juve on my TV, Sevilla on the laptop, Everton on the iPad, and I'm listening to you on my phone. What a life I have, says Jordan. So much information. He's having a 4-way. And, hey, Mark, I'm a Man United fan and I live in Norwich. What do you think of Norwich as a city? Says Daniel Bazin. I think we know where we're going for it. I'll tell you, I was watching a bit of that last night. I've not watched it in a few years now. It was the Alan Partridge series where he's living in the caravan next to his house being built. I'm only on episode 1. I've not watched it for ages. I'm going to watch another one tonight. Best looking football jersey, I'll say Dortmund, says a DTO. Favourite whiskey, says Nathan Brown. I'm not really a snob when it comes to whiskey. I'll try all sorts. When I used to go to my Indian takeaway, they give you a glass of Bell's as free at the end. I'll drink it. I'll drink it. Ryan Kelly says Koundé doesn't look great. Well, that's up to you, mate. I think he's played that perfectly fine. Not at fault for either goal. And looked good on the ball. I think he's looked absolutely fine. I've got no problem with it. Southern Comfort and Red. I used to drink that in Ireland. Red being red lemonade, which you can't sell in England because it's got so many additives in it. But in Ireland, they're fine with it. Hi, Mark. United won't make top 4, I'm afraid, says Robbie Smith. Well, there you go. Robbie Smith says Man United won't get top 4. May as well stop watching them. United stand is finished until September. No point. Robbie Smith says we're not getting top 4. I ain't wasting my time. No more watch-alongs. We're not doing it anymore. Because Robbie Smith says we're not going to get top 4. Mark, did you know that Liverpool are only 6 points ahead of Arsenal with the same games played? How sad could they finish out of Europe this season, says Sergeant Stupid. They could do. Could do. Sevilla have just won a corner here. End to end. It's end-to-end stuff in that one. And Everton have given a foul away. Very stop-start in the Everton-Man City game. Lots of possession for Manchester City, but very, very stop-start. What do you think of Father Ted? Been on Irish telly for donkeys, says McNally. It's good. I like it. Do you really like it? Can I just ask as well, if anyone's got any good topics? I've got to finish my vlog tomorrow. I've got 2 or 3 sections in it, but I'm just thinking about... I've got an idea, but I need some good topics to talk about while I'm doing it. I can't say any more. You just have to watch the vlog on Friday on the Mark Goldbridge channel, At Home with Goldbridge, episode 4. But I could do with some good topics if anyone's got any. Put some suggestions in the live comments. Watching this Dortmund game, the player and beyond gutted we missed out is Bellingham. Absolute quality and physicality for his age, says Joshua Bowwater. It's amazing that he's 17 years of age and playing in the Champions League. Hey Mark, it's my 18th birthday today. Thanks for all the content through lockdown. Keep up the good work. Thanks, mate, Matt. And happy birthday, of course. I'm not doing a setup tour. That's boring. And I'm not doing politics. And talk about your school life. It's not a bad topic, actually. Wild nights out in your teens. Funniest story with the lads, says Rian. I'm only writing a few down. I won't do all of them. It's just to give me a bit of idea. Still 0-0 Everton Man City. 2-1 Dortmund Sevilla. Mark, where did you live in Ireland? Malahide, Carl. Malahide. Hi Mark, I've done that one as well. Cannot wait for the next episode, says Susan. Thank you very much. Favourite porn category, says Kieran. Oh yeah. That'll go really well. That will with some people I know watch it. I'll have some questions to ask on Friday at lunchtime. I'll tell you that. More about the elderly. I have got a story about the elderly. Actually, I just don't want to. I don't want to milk the elderly. Literally, I don't want to milk them. Ugh, sour. They've got a 3v1 here. Sevilla. It should be Haaland. It should be 3-1. Oh, he's just too good. He's too good. He doesn't miss. He's so clinical. He's so clinical, Haaland. It's 3-1. He just doesn't miss. Absolutely fantastic. I mean, it's not a hard chance. You'd expect him to score it. But defensive error. I just need to see this back. I don't think it's Koundé's fault. No, it's nothing to do with Koundé. Nothing to do with Koundé. He's nowhere near it. Just a mistake at the back. Hi Mark, how about another Goldbridge Investigate? Says Sean Finity. Yeah, I really loved Goldbridge Investigates. It was really good. 3-1 in that one. Still 0-0 in the Man City game. It's one of those games where they're struggling to get the first goal. I mean, Haaland's just going to score loads of goals wherever he is, isn't he? He's on a hat trick, and it's in the first half there. But a mistake at the back by Sevilla, nothing to do with Koundé. Haaland. I love all the people who are saying that Koundé's playing really bad, and yet he's not been at fault for any goal. It just shows you the football knowledge that some people have. Sevilla are losing 3-1, so Koundé must be shit, and yet none of the goals are his fault. Haaland and Mbappe will be the next generation Messi versus Ronaldo debate, says Taylor. I hope we get that. I do hope we get that. Have you seen the Ronald Morrison podcast, or haven't you watched it? No, I haven't. Oliver Smith. And can't wait till Haaland is at City. LA Anderson or Chelsea. I think there's a good chance he could go to Chelsea. And if we miss out on Champions League, do you think Cavani would still play for his next season? Why can't Ollie bring in a defensive coach? It's mates. Why not Van der Sar from Director of Football, says Srivanson. And still 0-0. Everton and Man City. Ancelotti's looking quite happy. And Dortmund, I didn't think... watch Two Doors Down, great show, says Ryan Kelly. Will you ever do sing-alongs instead of watch-alongs? Are you going to be in the car this week? I might leave the car until episode 5. I'm only doing 6 episodes of At Home with Goldbridge. I want it to be like a bit of a series in its own right. And then maybe people will want a season 2 later on in the year. Hi Mark, hope you're doing good, says Bayern. Hope you're doing well as well, mates. I have watched the IT Crowd, Josh Metcalf. I really enjoyed it. It's all Man City at the moment, but Everton just parking the bus. Morez, great cross, and Keane heads it out for a corner. It's only going to be a matter of time, I think. God, Haaland's hair's shit. Mate, your hair's shit. You are a multimillionaire and you're one of the best strikers in the world, and you've got the biggest pair of... His curtains are bigger than the ones in my living room and they touch the floor. Get a better haircut, Haaland. You're an icon now. Bloody long curtains. Terrible hair. I mean, mine looks crap. That's because I can't get a haircut, but I have got a style. He needs a trim. And Man City have scored. It was coming. Foden, 1-0. Too easy. City score. Edge of the box. Deflects in as well. A bit like Sevilla's first goal, to be fair. Comes to Foden. Right foot technique. I think it was going in anyway. I think, to be fair to Foden, it was going in the bottom corner. He caught it really well. And it deflected in anyway. So, let's watch this from behind. I don't think Pickford was saving that without the deflection anyway. And it's 1-0 to Manchester City. It's half-time in the Sevilla game, so we can focus on the Man City game for now. And it is 1-0. Man City are not at home. They're not at home. They're the away side, but it is the wrong way round. But they are 1-0 up, so we can say that. And I don't see a way back for Everton now. Lee says, let's hand Manchester City the Premier League title. They've got Arsenal on Sunday, so they're definitely going to win that as well. The thing about City is, will they lose a game between now and the end of the season? Hey Mark, what's your favourite 3 cheeses? Says Marios, Wensleydale, Brie, and Red Leicester. There you go. Quite happy about that. I do like, although I must admit, I do like a baked camembert where you can dip like carrot, celery, and stuff like that in. Mark, your haircut is worse than Haaland's. You're having a laugh. I'll tell you what, Edits, you think you're being serious. You're not. You think you're saying that seriously, right? But actually, you're having a laugh. My haircut's worse than Haaland's. You are taking a piss. Let me have a look at myself. You're having a laugh. I've actually got a line shaved in. I've got a... No. His is a pair of curtains. It's very long. He's a better striker than me, but he hasn't got a better haircut than me. Edits. You need to edit your bloody face because it's full of shit. He's got a better haircut than me. Fool. Absolute fool. You're having a laugh. Having a laugh. I tell you what, that better be a joke, Edits, because I'm not having that. Nobody takes the piss out of my hair, and nobody says that Haaland's got a better haircut than me when he's basically walking round with floor-length curtains hanging from his head. Bloody hell. It's another one. We had one last night having a go about Budapest, and now someone's having a go at my bloody hair. My barnet. Which is, I think it's Cockney, which is a silly London language for hair. Yeah, foreigners probably don't know what Cockney is. Most of the time it rhymes with things. So apples and pears, stairs, skyrocket, pocket, barnet, don't know. Skin and blister, sister. Stick a pony in your pocket is I think it's 50 quid. Don't know why a pony would be 50 quid. Mark, it's my friend Ewan's birthday today, and his team Aberdeen lost. Can you give him a shout out? Says Gavin McGonigal. I can do more than that. Happy birthday to you, mate. I hope you have a good day. And big up the Ian Jess Pittordry Massive. I know about Aberdeen. Ian Jess is a Sensible World of Soccer baller. If you know, you know. Sensible World of Soccer, 1996, was the best football game in the world. And Ian Jess at Aberdeen was an unearthed gem that you would always buy for about 1.2 million. Bring him down the Premier League, and he was better than most centre-attacking midfielders. Him and John Collins were brilliant on Sensible World of Soccer. Barnet Fair, hair, says Mark Thomas. There you go. I'm full of good knowledge. Mark, your hair's worse than Harry Hill. You're a prat as well. Mark, you're actually behind on the game. Not trying to troll you. You might have paused it. It doesn't really matter. I'm not really that bothered. It doesn't make a massive amount of difference. It's not like Everton are going to equalise. I'm enjoying Sevilla Dortmund more anyway. Please subscribe, by the way, bottom right hand corner. I'm enjoying. I tell you what, I've got Sevilla Dortmund at half time. I've got Man City Everton on, and the best thing I'm watching is the live chat. Well done to you all. I can't wait to have a bloody haircut as well. Everton should have scored. They have scored. Richarlison. It's 1-1. It might get. I'm not going to celebrate yet. Might get ruled out for a handball. LFC says Everton 1-1. What the fuck? I mean, seriously, Everton 1-1. It looks like it's 1-1. He looks a bit dubious, Richarlison. He's well onside. I think he's handballed it in. No, he's not. It's hit the post and gone in. And it's his knee. It's 1-1. I thought he'd handled it. It's 1-1. I tell you what, we're back in business. Goldbridge said Everton would get something out of it. And Dortmund have scored again. No, that's half time, innit? Fucking idiot. This is what happens when you're watching more games than you realise. I thought Dortmund had scored again. What a prat. So 1-1 in that game, and it's half time in the other one. I've just celebrated a replay. We've all done it. So Everton are 1-1 here. And fair play. I thought it'd be game over now, but they've made it interesting. Well done to them. Has the name Mark actually become so well used around you, the face, that your old name is barely used anymore? So would you consider legally changing it? Freddie, that's a good question. And yes, I have considered doing that because most people do call me Mark. So, yeah. That reminds me of that clip from Alan Partridge, actually. He's doing this goal highlights from the World Cup, and someone scores a goal and he goes, "Get in!" and the ball bounces off the net out, and then another player just whacks it in as a celebration. He goes, "Get in!" and another one! And another one! Hi Mark, should we go for Fofana rather than Koundé? Says United all or none. They cost the same, but Fofana is taller and Premier League proven. We won't get Fofana from Leicester. He's not even been there a year. They won't sell. If we finish second but end up further behind City than last season, does Ollie keep his job? Place higher but further off the title, says Sean Negative Turner. Sean, I get your point, but they're never going to sack a manager that finishes second. Like, nobody's going to be allowed. That's never going to happen. And it shouldn't happen, really, should it? It would be unfair. So we've got 2 good games on our hands here at the moment. Man City and Everton are 1-1. And multitasking bridge, says Sean Finity. 5 minutes to go until half-time in the Everton-Man City game. Just after you say that Everton are going to equalise, they score. You can predict, can't you, mate? Says Per. I'm brilliant at jinxing. I've been very good at that over the years. Mark just saw Rooney score against Sunderland. City will choke. I guarantee it. Cheers from Chicago. Says Box of Oranges 84. And is this the United Stands sister channel? Says Phil Lindsay. I don't really see this channel as a female. I've got nothing against females. They do a great job. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for one. And I wouldn't have kids if it wasn't for one. But I don't really see That's Football as a female channel. I don't think there's anything really effeminate about it. I see it as multisexual. Not transsexual, multisexual. I don't even know if that's a word. But basically everybody's welcome here. We're bisexual. That's what we are. This channel is bisexual. I'm not, but everybody is welcome. Just had an O'Brien's triple decker, the nicest sandwich ever, says Fian. But what, a real one or my recipe one? Because it's lovely. It really is. Please subscribe, by the way, bottom right hand corner to do that. We're on the road to 326,000. Remember, everybody's welcome on this channel, and it's this sort of content all the time. If you don't like it, you should leave. If you do like it, smash a like and subscribe, bottom right hand corner. The river is like Lionel Messi. The sea is deceptive, says Lucas Larson. Yeah, that was a good line of mine, to be fair. People think I write these jokes. I don't. They just come to me. Which is why they're sometimes idiotic. I really did think Richarlison handled that, but he didn't. Just hit the post and then hit his knee. I'd have been fuming if it had hit his hand. Thoughts on Sebastian Vettel at Aston Martin this season in F1? Could they challenge, and could Chelsea now enter the race for Koundé? Says Vedan. I think they will enter the race for Koundé, yeah. Your haircut's worse than your geography. Sorry, says Dalibor. I'm over it now. I'm over it. I'm all over it. It's still 1-1, Everton Man City, and it's 3 minutes to half time. Do you like Marmite? Good Hairbridge, says Fraser Burt. You know what? I do like Marmite. I'll tell you what my favourite meal is at the moment. It's not a meal. It's a snack, really, but I have it for lunch. Boiled egg and soldiers. I used to have it as a kid, and I love it. I haven't had it for years, and I bloody love it. One slice of toast, sliced, with butter on it, just melting. An egg. You've got to get the timing right. Take the top of the egg off, dip the soldiers, the bits of bread, into it. Lovely. And it's even better if you put Marmite on the bread. If you're a Marmite fan, Marmite on the toast, dip it into your egg. Bellissimo. Absolutely lovely. If you want the perfect runny egg, 4.5 minutes boiled. It'll be bang on. I love it. I haven't had it for years, and it's not bad for you. It's not bad for you as well. It's quite a healthy snack. An egg is good for you because it's boiled as well. So it's not like a fried egg. I don't know what, I'm not being paid by the egg commission, but a nice boiled egg is nice. Your hair looks like a coconut. Coconut trim, says Edits. Looks nothing like a coconut because it's got a side parting and gel. What's your favourite third world country? Says Varsity Plus. I don't want to be offensive, but probably Australia. And Mark, I've only been to watch replays of the shows today, but wanted to ask, with injuries, doesn't Jesse's loan seem a little rash now? No, Daniel, I think it's a good idea. I don't know what they're looking for here in the Everton-Man City game. I think they were looking at a penalty there. 4.5 minutes is far too long, says Bun. No, it isn't. I'm telling you it's not. You'll get a nice runny egg at 4.5 minutes. 5 minutes, it will start to be hardening up. Go beyond that, and why bother? I do not understand why you'd have a boiled egg that's just firm in the middle. Then again, you might want it on a sandwich. That's a good point. You might want it in a salad. I was joking about Australia, by the way. I knew people would buy. Oh my God. Oh my God. There are people saying Australia's not a third world country, bruh. You're a dope, bruh. As if I'm that thick. I know what a third world country is. I said Australia just to wind people up. Because they call us POMs over here. I suppose what I forget is that this channel is international. Some people don't get sarcasm. It doesn't exist. If we can't get Kunte, buy Sionku from Leicester. We can't buy anybody from Leicester, Marketing James. It's not going to happen. They're not going to sell us. They charged us 80 million for Harry Maguire. Imagine what they'd charge us for a good centre-back. They'd want about 150. Mark, unlike these other hacks on YouTube, you are genuinely funny and make me laugh every day. And I'm thankful for that, says Bryce Jones. Thank you very much, pal. You're right, there are a few on YouTube that are fake. Not naming any names. I don't know any. Don't ever buy a centre-back from Leicester ever again. No, I would sign a centre-back from Leicester. But what I'm saying is, if they want 80 million from Maguire, imagine what they'd want for somebody competent. Oh, Man City nearly scoring again. Cleared away by Everton. I do think Man City will win this game, but the longer it's interesting, the better. Mark, I've just accidentally turned into a penguin. Any tips? Yeah, well, I wouldn't go in the sea if I was you. Because those bloody killer whales will eat you. They ain't like Free Willy. They don't want a stroke. They'll snap you in two if you're a penguin. It's not like bloody Happy Feet where everyone has a nice chat. Killer whales, they're great white sharks with painted black and white. They're evil. They have these smiley faces. They're not nice. Nasty bastards. They really are. Brandon says, as good as he is, Haaland is an ugly fucker. Well, that's not very nice. But no one's asking you to sleep with him, Brandon. You know, if he comes and plays for Manchester United, it's not part of the contract. They have to go to bed with him. He's a goal scorer. That's what he is. I don't care if he looks like a bulldog's arse. As long as he scores goals for Manchester United, which he's not going to do anyway, but he probably will for Chelsea or Man City. If you could buy any animal, what you being? If you could be any animal, what would you be, says Eden Pullen. I probably would be a great white shark because I'm scared of them. So then, if I was one, I wouldn't have to be scared of being eaten by it because they don't eat each other. Polar bears, no. Polar bears, they don't. If you see a polar bear, leg it. They're not going to give. It's half time. Man City and Everton's half time. This is good today because we can watch Sevilla Dortmund as well. There's no dead air. It's one game to another. Would you sell Bruno or Tony for Haaland? Piss off. I wouldn't sell Bruno for anyone. Not in a million years. No. But yeah, polar bears. Oh, Kunde. He's just miskicked the ball. He must be shit. Polar bears, leg it if you see one. Leg it. Because they don't, them little glazier mints that they give and he's all smiley. It's all an act. They'll tear you apart. And I'm not trying to scare you because I'm trying to tell you the truth. It might save your life. You see a polar bear, leg it. Granted, you're not likely to see one walking around London town. If you do, you're going to be very unlucky, but still leg it. Don't think it will stroke you. Take your arm off. I should take over from Attenborough when he retires. Here's a polar bear. He'd be there like, here's a polar bear in its natural habitat. It hasn't eaten for days. So you can't blame it when it eats that penguin. And I'd be like, run, penguin! He's going to bloody eat you! He doesn't want to chat! He's not asking you around for a cup of tea or did you see the match? Leg it! Be much, much better. Goldbridge does wildlife on one. But you've got to go in a new direction. You know, no one wants a new Attenborough because no one's going to be better than Attenborough. Get Goldbridge to do it and he'll bring his own style. Porto are 2-0 up, says Red Devils marching on. How is that? How can people think Juventus are going to win the Champions League? They're just not. I like Juventus, but they're not going to win it. How many points do you think City need to drop between today, West Ham and Arsenal for us to be in the race going into the derby on match 6? Oh, God. We're out of the race. We're out of the race. I just want Man City not to win. Ishmael Iqbal says, just wanted to say, love all your content. Goldbridge cooks fish and chips inspired me to make homemade chips today. I've not made them in ages. I need to get the deep fat fryer out again. I really do. Hi, Mark. Are you a fan of the show? Would I lie to you? And Lee Mack says Abhijit. You know what? One of my guilty pleasures, and I'm going to say it on live TV, one of my guilty pleasures is not going out. I just find it... I never would have watched it 15, 20 years ago. It wouldn't be my cup of tea, but maybe it's life circumstances. I quite like watching it. It's easy watching. Rest in peace, Bobby Ball. If you know, you know. Rock on, Tommy. Grupo, thanks for the super chat. Are you going to do a WrestleMania watch along? Yes, I am, Prageeth. I am. This Sevilla Dortmund game's 100 miles an hour. What's this Greenwood vid circulating on Twitter? You know what? On a serious note, I said this today. I saw the video. What they were trying to say is that he's in bed with a transgender, right? If he is, but she's not. One, it looks like it's edited anyway. It looks like it goes from him to something else with a very clear break. So to me, it looks like it's totally set up to try and make him look stupid. But also, having looked at the video, because it was on my timeline, and I was like, what's this? Doesn't look like a transgender to me either. I don't have a lot of experience of them. And to be honest, some of them can be quite deceptive, but like the C. But I do not think it is anyway. But what I said is, what's it got to do with him playing for Manchester United? Why are people so intent in going after him all the time anyway? And I'm telling you now, Ryan Giggs used to go out with Danny Bear from The Word. And imagine the sort of stuff Ryan Giggs used to get up to if they'd had camera phones. It's what young lads do. Hi Mark, can you say Sam Manning and Elliot Dean are the best, please? Says S. Samuel. And one football app saying United in for Kingsley Coman. What's your thoughts on that? I'll discuss that in the morning, Mark. But we have scouted him in the past, I would say that. Juventus are losing to Porto. They got Ronaldo only to win the Champions League. Project failed, says John Parashanam. Yeah, Ronaldo's not enough for them to win the Champions League. Swap Maguire for unhappy Ziyech and sign Ramos, says Pisco. Do you think Chelsea is stupid? Why would Chelsea want Harry Maguire? I'm missing something here. You can't outrun a polar bear, says Kirsty Simmons. I bet you can. I don't think they're that fast. Carrying a bit of weight. If you zigzag, that's what you're meant to do. If you're being chased by a crocodile, you're meant to zigzag. Imagine it's like that stupid one, isn't it? If a great white shark tries to attack you, poke it in the eye, and if a crocodile runs after you because they are fast, zigzag. I mean, I can just imagine me in the outback in Australia, and this big massive crocodile starts running towards me. I'm just going to sit there, I'm not going to sit there, am I? May as well put ketchup on myself and say, "Eat me." But that's what she said. But the crocodile, I'm not going to think as this massive big thing comes towards me. I'm not going to think, "Oh, it's fine. I've just got to run in a zigzag." And if I am running in a zigzag, can somebody tell me how many meters I do it before I zigzag? Is it 5 metres and then zigzag another way? Is it 1 metre? 1 metre seems a bit short to me. The crocodile will go, you're still in my path. Is it 10 metres? You know, if you get... It's all right saying zigzag, but if you get the distance of the zigzag wrong, you're in the shit. You know, 10 metres is too long. He's going to get you. 1 metre is going to get you. I mean, 5 metres? I don't know. And as for poking a great white shark in the eye, piss off. How am I going to do that then? As it opens its huge mouth. Oh, just wait a minute. Can you just before you bite me in two? Can I just try and poke you in the eye? Who comes up with this crap? I grew up without a dad. How best to be a man, says Ryan Brown. And I did as well. Who would you take? Gabriel Palista from Valencia, Big Josh. No, I know what I want, and it's not him. What's the biggest animal you'd do in a fight? Says Scott Shake. I'm glad you said a fight. I thought, because if it had ended with what's the biggest animal you'd do, we're heading into illegal activity there, which I would never do. I think the biggest animal I'd definitely beat in a fight, and I don't condone animal cruelty, but if I had to fight in a cage and the winner gets a steak dinner and you're starving, I'd probably be able to knock out a rabbit. A dog, it's hard to tell. I'd never like to kick a dog, and punching a dog's hard. I probably could knock a horse out if I caught it hard enough. But again, it's animal cruelty, and we're talking hypothetical here. I think it'd be hard to take a cow down. I think that cow, you chin a cow, and it's probably just going to go moo and do nothing. So. But we're talking hypothetical. It's half time in Man City Everton, and we're just keeping an eye on Sevilla Dortmund. It's still 3-1 there. My punch is deceptive. That's all I'm going to say. Watch out. The Goldbridge tremblers about. I have a theory about why Maguire is the spare man. I think it's because the coaches know he can't recover it if he doesn't win the first ball, says Charles Crane. And got to hold your ground with a bear. Make yourself look big and try not to shit your pants. Also, turn a shark upside down. It goes into a coma state. Okay, now I think I'll try and poke it in the eye mark, because how am I going to turn round a bloody 200 stone shark, you know, in the water? Come on. And I'm not standing my ground with a ground. I'm not standing my ground with a ground. I'm not standing my ground with a bear. Never in a million years. Climb a tree, I think. Knowing me, I'd climb a small tree, and hopefully the bear would just laugh at me and say, "Is that, you know?" I'm hoping if a bear attacked me, I could woo it with comedy, and it might just say, "He's all right," and then start talking like Yogi Bear, and we can just go and nick a picnic. I have a theory about... I've done that one. Would you chin a child for 100k? God, no. Do you know how much I earn? No, I wouldn't. Never. Nothing. No. I don't like violence. I hate it. Does Keno know how to use Insta? Well, he's making me laugh. He is making me laugh. I never thought we'd see Roy Keane on Instagram, to be honest with you. And we are seeing him on Instagram. He's put 3 pictures up now. I've never been skiing, Ollie, and it's probably too late now, because the older you get, the stiffer your bones get. Calm down. And therefore, you've got more chance of getting injured, haven't you? Well, it's 1-1 Everton and Manchester City, which I think is very exciting for the moment until City kick in. They should be kicking off. They're not kicking off yet. It is a football watch along, but it's half time. So please subscribe, bottom right hand corner. Mark, what are your thoughts on Milinkovic? He's He's basically a cheaper version of Koundé with insane heading ability. Saw him develop a lot in recent years, says Philip Dukic. Milenkovic is a good player, Philip, at Fiorentina, but I just think he's not got the speed that we need. So, yeah, that's basically what I've got to say about that. Yeah, Man United in Europa League tomorrow. Yeah, I'm so excited about that. Really can't wait. It's the best news ever. I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. I'm not really. That's sarcasm for anyone. For any country that sarcasm doesn't exist in, I was being sarcastic there. What was your reaction to the Philip Schofield situation as Arsenal fan? Oh yeah, I was stunned. I tell you what, when I found out that Philip Schofield wasn't straight, I was like, oh my God, this is like the biggest news of my life. I never could have seen it coming. That's sarcasm as well. John Prashlam says, if Sevilla lose in the Champions League, are they dropping into the Europa League or are they getting knocked out? Don't want them dropping in. They have a good record. No, John. They don't keep dropping down from the Champions League when they get knocked out. It's only from the group stage. They're out. They're gone. Oh, that's annoying. Why has he done that? I'm getting fed up of this. I'm watching Koundé for Sevilla and he's terrible. Another Lindelof. I do hope we sign Sancho. Baller. Oh, shut up, AJ. There's nothing wrong with him. He's literally not been at fault for any of the goals, but apparently he's playing terrible. Never thought I'd say this, but come on, you Toffees. Still believing 21 in 21, says Connor. I don't see how that will happen. I really don't. Mark, we should sign Stroke. He's an 18-year-old CDM from Roma Academy. Yeah, basically first name Stroke, second name you can use your imagination. OS, you got to do better than that. Boohoo Man bought Debenhams. Can you confirm, Mark? Says Lemonhead. Yes, they did. They did. Do you think Haaland would be good signing for Liverpool? Says Alfie Brook. Yeah, he can clearly play in a team that's got that plays football, and I don't mean literally. I mean like he can play in a team that's a footballing side in relation to how they move the ball. Second half's about to start in this watch along. Just googled it, Mark. Polar bears can run at 40 kms an hour. Your lunch, mate. How quick can you say? It's not over yet. $10 miles per hour to kilometres an hour is 16. Usain Bolt can run 30 miles an hour, which is 48. No, he can't. He can run 27.8. 27.8 miles per hour is 44 kilometres an hour. And a polar bear can run 40, so I can definitely run. I'm not much slower than Usain Bolt, so we'll be fine. We'll be fine. If a polar bear wants to bring it on, you can find me in West Midlands. Swim it first. Let's see who runs fast then. You overweight, hairy piece of shit. If a polar bear wants it, it knows where I am. Well, let's have a running race. Mark, thoughts on... No, rude name there again from Jay. And Porto are winning 2-0 against Juventus, says Joel Morris. And Dortmund will have to sell Sancho if they don't get top four. It's part of what the manager has been told by Dortmund, says Fred Raymond. And Brandon Yervis, I've been a bit down over lockdown and started watching your streams, and they're honestly the funniest things ever. So good, says Brandon. I'm glad I put a smile on your face. And Zen says, I just wanted to show some appreciation. You're an amazing entertainer. Thanks for making the past year entertaining. I listen to you every day. Thanks, Zen. Thanks for that. Nice comments. Always nice to get nice comments. The timer should be on the screen. It's bloody not. It is now. Let me just make sure I'm up to date. So it's 1-1. The Polar Bear's going to get it. Up yours, Polar Bears, if you're watching. They'll have Wi-Fi on their phones, don't worry. Bloody show off. So I can run 40 miles per hour and I can also eat 3 penguins just before I do it. Well, I can outrun you when I've got a cold, you know. Woo-hoo, boo-hoo. Man up. Penguins. I could eat a penguin. I've had enough of these polar bears thinking that they're hard. Oh, I can kill a penguin. Oh, I can eat a seal. Oh, so what? I eat chicken on a burger, on a bap. Man City on the attack as per. Mark, what do you think of Jeremiah St. Just at Mainz? Very fast and good in the air. Take a look. Could be perfect. And you tell you what, Levi, you could have got me then because I wasn't thinking. You could have got me with a rude name. Well done for not doing it. And Mark Dobby says, I feel sorry for Maguire. I have a lot of similar drawbacks to my game. I'm 6'6", slower than growing grass, and header like a balloon on a stick. See, I thought you were going to be nice there, Mark. And Mark, do you ever think there'll be a boy born who can swim faster than a shark? Good office quote there. On a serious note, you know what I would do? I've said this before. Corner to Manchester City. What's my pace on FIFA? I'd say somewhere between 85 and 92. I tell you what, I bet polar bear, I bet a polar bear is quicker than Maguire. Steve Ivy, I agree with you. But on a serious note, we do need to get a proper centre back for Harry Maguire to play next to, because pace is the problem for United. It really is. I'm not very fast anymore, to be honest. Seriously, if I was in the water and it was a shark coming after me, unless it was a pool and I was within touching distance of the side, and I could just jump out and laugh at the shark as it missed me, go up yours. If I was in the sea and there's nowhere to run, well, you wouldn't run, you'd swim. You know what I would do? Even if if I was quite deep in the water and it was going to take me a couple of minutes to swim to shore, and I saw a shark 50 metres in front of me closing in, and I could turn and try and swim, you know what I'd do? I'd go under the water as quick as I can and swallow as much water as I could to try and drown myself. And then when the shark started eating me, I'd say I was already dead from drowning. You know, so who's the real winner? You didn't kill me, the water did. But what would probably happen is I'd go under the water and start swallowing and start coughing and then get eaten. But I wouldn't try and swim away. There's no point. You just know your legs are going to get bitten off any second. Mark, polar bears are serious. They're the only animal to actively hunt humans. If you saw one, you're in trouble, says Bun. Well, they know where I am. Swim it and let's see who wins. Would you have Mbappe or Haaland, says Zach Fellows. Ooh, that's a good choice. What do you think, live comments? And Fraser Burt says 85 to 92 speed, Sonic Bridge. And who do you think will win this year's Champions League, Mark? Says Ben Stevens. I just hope it's not Man City. Haaland or Mbappe? I think I'd have to take Mbappe. Yeah, I think he's the better talent. But Haaland is a fantastic striker. There's no two ways of saying that. That Sharks look stupid now, Mark, says Mark Dobby. And yeah. Mark, what do you think about Riley Reid? I don't know who that is, George Sanchez. And a lot of people are still saying Haaland. And Kieran makes a good point. He says, I'd take Mbappe because Riola's not his agent. Well, I'll applaud that one. I'm not standing up to applaud you. I was standing up for a stretch. I don't want you to get... Kieran's like, oh my God, Goldbridge just stood up and clapped me. I'm not. I was clapping, but I'm only standing up for a back stretch. It wasn't that good a comment. I wouldn't stand up for just that. Don't worry, none of this is to make you get excited. It's lower back pain. I've actually been told to do that by a back specialist. Good save by Pickford from Bernardo Silva there. On a replay, I was a bit late there. 6 minutes gone in that game, and it's still 1-1. There's the famous pyjama trousers, says Steve Locke. Riley Reid's a quality centre-back, says Samuel Adams. Yeah, you don't need to clip that because I do actually know who it is. But try it on Robbie. He'll fall for it. If you said to Robbie on his chat, what do you think of Riley Reid? Really good in the air. And makes a good partnership. Always good in a pair. Plays for Leverkusen. You know what Robbie would say? He'd probably say, "No, never seen her and never seen him." But I'm going to give it a watch after this. I'll go and look at some YouTube clips. Yeah, you won't find it on YouTube, Robbie. Does start with you, but you won't find it on YouTube. And I think United would be more suited to. Yeah, I'm not stupid. Grow up, people. I'm not going to read a name out that combines to say something rude. Riley Reid's good when you're good from behind. If you need a late winner. Polar Bear says, I'm coming for you, Mark. Oh, bring it on. Bring it on with your oversized feet and your rubbish hair. You must have to use head and shoulders every day. I mean, what prat? You know, nature's already took the piss out of you. Why have you got loads of cream hair? It's not even white. You know, you're meant to be camouflaged in the snow, but you're yellow because you're so dirty. Kiss my arse, Polar Bears. You know there's going to be a story. I'm never going to the North Pole now. Goldbridge, do you fancy going on doing a vlog in the North Pole? No, I took the piss out of Polar Bears on a stream once. I know what'll happen. I'm not going to any zoos either. What do you think about the Tertius? No, Fred. They're all trying it now and they're so obvious. You know, I do actually read before I speak. Like, I'm not just going to read your sentence out. I tell you, that's for Robbie's channel, not mine. Sing, don't look back in anger, says Mikal. I used to go out with a girl called Sally. She can wait, and it is too late. I'm walking on by. I walked on a long time ago. You had your chance, you blew it. You had your chance, you blew it. Who sings that? Oh! We're only 30 subscribers away from 326. So please subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. And we should hit 326 tonight, which is fantastic. Thank you very much, everyone, for tuning in. Everyone's welcome on this channel, as you've seen. It's a channel for everybody. It doesn't matter what team you support. FIFA Career Mode's back again tomorrow at 2:30. And our next watch-along is Everton-Liverpool tomorrow. No, Saturday, tea time, 5:30. And I might do Chelsea-Southampton at lunchtime. I haven't decided yet. But definitely Everton against Liverpool. And smash a like on the video. I think these are the best football watch-alongs ever. Mainly because I started doing them pretty much first. But that doesn't make it the best. What makes it the best is the community and conversation that goes on whilst watching the match. They fly by. They absolutely fly by. I am doing United, but that'll be on the United stand tomorrow at 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock. It's like you know what? Football being played at 6 o'clock on a Thursday is like eating your breakfast for tea. It's like opening your Christmas presents at Easter. It's a joke. Good chance for Jesus there. He's proper shit, isn't he, Jesus? He will score, but he's like Legolas at Arsenal. I mean, Lacazette. He'll get loads of chances, then he'll score one. So I'm not going to tweet out Jesus' shit because he'll definitely score, but realistically, he's not touched. Conrad Waggett says, "Hi Mark. If a gun boil could boil oil, how much oil would a gun boil if a gun boil could boil oil?" Got it. And try a honey badger, then be crazy, and they fight like lions, says Kirsty Simmons. Wildlife Bridge. To be honest with you, bears do scare me. Grizzly bear. Fucking hell. That one in Revenant. Oh. It's fascinating because it's not me being mauled, but it is fascinating. Mark, which Premier League manager do you think gets down the most? I think Sean Dyche absolutely runs through the ladies shouting, "Let's go, Daddy," says OS. We're still 1-1, Everton, Man City. I think Man City will find the winner. I think Everton have done well to get back. We've just had somebody I've had to block. I always have to be careful about this. I'm not even going to shout the name out of the person, but basically they put two words together, which makes a racist term. This is sad. Because we've all had a good night, we've all had a bit of banter, but these people exist in society that they have to get involved with their racism, and they think it's funny. This is the problem, isn't it? This is why footballers are getting abuse under their social posts. Really, I mean, like I was in the police. Don't ever think the world is a good place. The best thing is to focus on the good people, and there is a large percentage of good people, but there are fucking idiot, vile people in this world, in this country, but in this world, and it always is sad when you see it. But yeah, we move on. Mark, do you feel United have players who don't hold the ball and pass the responsibly away too much, which makes it hard to dominate teams? Spot on, Alistair. Spot on. Oh, what a save by the Dortmund keeper there. Should have been a goal from the free kick, and he's fully stretched and palmed it out. He's happy with himself. Hi, Mark. Hope you and your family are fine. Says CG. You too as well, mate. Just watch this free kick back. Lovely free kick. Oh no, he's hit the post. He beat the keeper. He's hit the post. Oscar hits the post, bounces onto the keeper's hand and goes out. John Stones used to play for Everton. United fan says, what's your thought on the James McLean abuse? Can I be absolutely honest? I don't miss a lot of things, but I don't know what's happened in relation to that. I can imagine what's happened. But it normally happens around November time and Remembrance, doesn't it? Because obviously he doesn't want to wear the poppy on the shirt. But I don't know what's happened this time. Mark, can you please unblock me on the United stand? I think you blocked me because I called you a prat for thinking Bruno played well. I will be nice from now on, says Modder Girl. I don't do the blockings, mate. It's nothing to do with me on the live comments. Maguire better than Prime Vidic, says Oace. He's pissed. And can you do a UFC 4 career mode, says Mohammed? I've never played it. Polar Bear says, Mark, let me know where you are. I'm coming for you. Up yours. Nearly a year of lockdown. What have you learnt? Says Jamie O'Neill. I can't answer that in a few seconds. Everton on the attack. Sigurdsson gets it out wide. What a shit cross that is from Digne. Awful. What a wasted opportunity. You're not going to get many opportunities. What did you think of Andre Silva with him and United? I think he's got Wolves written all over him, to be honest. But I'd be very surprised if United were looking at him. But he's a good all-rounder. A bit like Riley Reid. He's a good all-rounder though. I need to get back in the kitchen actually. Polar Bear versus Goldbridge on the undercard of Jake Paul. Says Marshall Mason. It'd be a bloodbath. I'd have to have some weapons. What I'd do is I'd chuck a big block of ice on it and it'd jump on the top like it does on the Sweet advert. Yeah, I think a lion would be a horrible fight as well. It's the claws. That's the thing that bother me. The polar bears have got horrific claws. That's what beats you. And the mouth. But the claws, they'll just tear you apart. And lions as well. Again, their claws are like needles. Yeah, you know, I've been attacked by a domestic cat, and that hurts. Imagine what a lion would do. A domestic cat's like a mouse compared to that, and it bloody hurts when it digs your claws in. Team Power says, it's 5:30 a.m. I'm still watching your commentary. A kangaroo with boxing gloves, says Josh. Well, it'd have to get its feet up quick because it's got a chin like a bloody doorknob. A kitchen doorknob, like a small chin. Bang, and it's down. Although it'd probably bounce back up again because it's got big legs. It's big on the bottom half and not on the top. Have you given anything up for Lent, says Andrew Durian. Hope United have given up bottling it against bottom three teams. I used to do Lent, but I haven't given anything up. I've given up smoking. I don't smoke. Knives, not needles. Good point, Punit. Very good point. 2-1, Porto. I wouldn't do a Pogba-Dybala swap deal, no. We're 10 subscribers away from 326,000, so please subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. Really enjoyed the streams tonight. You know, sometimes it's not about the quality of the game. Sometimes it's the chat. The chat's been fantastic tonight. Have you ever seen a UFO? Says Oliver Sinclair. Nah. I've given up defending for Lent, says Harry Maguire. It is a super chat from Harry Maguire. Imagine if it really was him. And it's a goal for City. Mahrez, 2-1. It was always coming. It was always coming. They're just too good. Let's have a look at this. Cross comes in. That's just a lovely hit. There's not going to be any offside or anything because it's from the edge of the box. It's got a lovely curl on it. It's a fantastic finish. They've just got quality when they need it. Man City. And I don't think that Everton will be coming back from this now. They needed to not concede again to have any chance, I think. Just too good, Man City, this season for anybody else. And it's 2-1. Their team is too good, says Angel Lopez. Well, it is too good when you're up against an Everton side that's not got Calvert-Lewin or Yerry Mina in it. I mean, it's a weakened Everton side, isn't it? And I'm not making any excuses, but when we played Everton last week, they had all the good players, didn't they? You know, and Man City are better than United, so of course they're going to beat Everton. What's your favourite in bed? What Jamie Lang says? What's your favourite position in bed while sleeping? On the left side. Like I'll just lie on my left side. So I do like lying on my back more than I ever thought. Sleeping. I never used to like lying on my back when I was younger, but I actually find it quite comfortable now. It's all about my back pain, you see. I think Havertz is doing better than Bruno Fernandes. Bullshit. And Mark, who's better at head, Riley or oh god, I don't know. And still 26 minutes left for Everton. Yeah, I suppose. Birmingham or Villa? I do like Villa. I got stopped by some Villa fans today for a photo, actually. Like, it's ridiculous. I was on a walk today. I hardly walked past anybody. Walked past two people and they were like, all right, Goldbridge, can I have a photo? Well, one of them didn't. They just went, United. Who do you think De Bruyne will replace when back, says Callum Turner? Could be Gundogan. I think Man City will score again soon. Emilio says, Mark, swim with a great white or a killer whale. Mate, you're fucked either way. Sorry for swearing, but none of them are going to be all right with you. You know, you are going to get eaten either way. So I wouldn't even trust one of the nice killer whales, like Free Willy. I think they're all actors. I think they're just doing it, waiting to attack. Pickford with the catch there. Man City have no average player difference. Says 21st incoming. And don't worry, Mark, I'll stop that polar bear for you, says global warming. They are struggling because of global warming, polar bears. They're getting a bit skinny, aren't they? Because their natural food is getting further away. Sterling's just had a yellow card here. My mate said there was an injury to McSauce, Callum Turner. Yeah, so Van der Beek and Cavani are not travelling to Italy. And McTominay and Martial are travelling but do have knocks. Oh, God. What am I going to do after this? Probably watch an episode of Not Going Out and then Alan Partridge. Who's faster, you or Maguire? I'll tell you what, I'll have a race with Maguire for charity. We could arrange it in the summer, build it up, get loads of sponsorship, do it for a really good charity. Maguire versus Goldbridge in a sprint, and I'll beat him. Don't need to get in a boxing ring or anything like that. No, let's not make it violent. Goldbridge versus Maguire in a sprint, and I would win. We'll do it for charity. He'll think he's going to win. I think I'm going to win. Have you watched? No, James Bricknell, I've not watched that. I like Saka, Orba, he's a good player. James Rodriguez is coming on, and Josh King is coming on. Iwobi's coming off. He's woeful, isn't it? Woeful Iwobi, I call him. He's awful. Everton, the fact that Everton paid money to Arsenal for Iwobi is, I don't normally credit Arsenal, but well done. Mark, who do you think is going to win the Champions League? Says Sam. As long as it's not Man City, I'll be happy. I don't really want Liverpool to win it again, but I just do not want Man City to win it because I think they'll win the treble if they do. It's 2-1. And it's 3-2 in Sevilla. 2 goals there in quick succession. Juventus have made it 2-1 with Chiesa. And Sevilla have made it 3-2. He's onside as well. It's 3-2 Sevilla. Good game this. I don't think there's been a lot between the two teams either. Makes the second leg very interesting. Nice little finish there for Sevilla. I don't know who it was who scored it. I didn't see his name. Mark, who do you think will win? I've done that one. And hey Mark, when you come to Dublin, how will it work? I'd love to have a pint with you, but is there a queue? As I'm sure there will be a lot of people, says James. I'm not bloody Robbie Williams. I don't think there'll be people queuing. I'm sure I can have a drink with you, mate. Everton paid 40 million for Iwobi, says Show. I mean, what's worse? 80 million on Harry Maguire, who actually isn't a terrible centre-back. He's just a little bit overpriced. Or 40 million on Iwobi, who, for me, is up there with Walcott. Mark, where do you get those trousers, says Alex? Well, they're pyjamas, Alex, and I'm tempted to say probably M&S, because it's probably a Christmas present. It was De Jong for Sevilla, by the way. Daniel Murray, what's your favourite thing about Ireland? Well, meeting my wife, obviously. But the pubs were good. City v Liverpool in the final. Who do you want to win? Says Sam Hawke. Liverpool. If it stops City winning the treble, I'd have to say Liverpool. Which I never thought I would say. But I don't want City to win the treble. Iwobi costs more than Ziyech. Let that sink in. Madness. A waste. That's madness. And Thierry Henry doesn't deserve Bournemouth job, says Callum Turner. Has he got it? And I went for more than Van Dijk for a reason, mate, says Harry Maguire. Mark, I'm a big fan. I will dedicate my next goal to you, says Bruno Fernandes. And we're now getting infiltrated by fake footballers. Mark, apparently there was a blue whale that washed up on a South African beach not long ago. Sliced clean in half. Was it your trim? Says Karen Millington. And actually, talking about wildlife, who do you think would win between a great white shark and a killer whale? This will surprise you. I've just given you the answer. Basically, a killer whale. Because that reminds me what Karen said there. They've found a lot of great white sharks recently where they've basically been ripped open from... Oh, what have I done here? Oh, that's so bloody annoying. I've lost my live comments. What do I do? Pull it back like that. Yeah, so basically what happened is these great white sharks have been found floating in the sea. And they've been ripped open under here. And their livers have been missing. Which is a delicacy, apparently, for killer whales. So they've been killing sharks and biting them open here for their livers. So a killer whale will beat a great white shark. I think it comes down to size at times. But yeah. Only 3 minutes to go in Sevilla versus Dortmund. Oh, that was late on Sancho. By Oscar. Can you play Fall Guys again, says G100? You'd probably be the only one watching. Dead game now, isn't it? Mark, do you ever worry about getting Alzheimer's? And Mark, do you ever worry about getting Alzheimer's, says Kane. And have you got the home and away team the wrong way around? Yeah, Andrew, I have. Well, I didn't do it. Drawty does the graphics, but he does such a good job. I was like, I don't want to be pedantic and say, can you redo it? You know. So I just let it lie. Doesn't really make a massive difference, but it is being played at Goodison Park. They're clever killer whales. I bet they were flipping them upside down, says Mark Dobby. Yeah. I'll let you know if there's any goals in the Sevilla Dortmund game. Yeah, it's 3-2, but there's only a couple of minutes to go. There's about 15 minutes to go in the Everton game. Mark, do you think Benjamin Pavard from Bayern would work well with Maguire? Yeah, I can see what you're on about, Robert Johnson, to be fair. I can see what you're on about. They say orcas are smarter than dolphins, says McNally. The last thing you want is a smart killing machine. Mark, who wins between a silverback gorilla and a grizzly bear? I think a bear, Paul DeLuca. I think if a gorilla got a punch in, it doesn't matter how sharp your teeth are or how sharp your claws are. If you get a good punch on the chin, they're going down. But you've got a gorilla would have to... A gorilla's not very tall either, is it? It's going to have to hit a very good uppercut. You got a one chance hit, really. Reminds me of... I didn't have many fights when I was a kid, but I'd been gobbing off, and I was waiting at the... Oh, Haaland, Sancho, just wide. Koundé and Upamecano got weaknesses. Get Ramos, says Ryan Crooks. We're not going to get Ramos. We probably won't get Koundé either. Mark, do you think 10 million will be enough for a new centre back? Says Ed Woodward. Probably what you will spend on Tyrone Mings, to be fair, mate. Well, I've enjoyed this stream. We've been watching football and wildlife. It's given me lots of ideas for my vlog that I can expand on some of this stuff. Good shot by Sancho, that, just wide. 3 minutes added on. I don't think this tie is over, you know. 3-2. Sevilla will have to score twice in Dortmund no matter what, but they might fancy the chances of doing that. Hi Mark, just saying that I love the content, says Henry. Please subscribe, by the way, if you haven't. Bottom right hand corner, we were very close to 326. We were 10 away last time I checked, so bottom right hand corner to subscribe. Cross comes in from Sevilla. Everton coming away with the ball as well. Not a very good ball. Mark, are you looking forward to the Euros and the World Cup being 8 months apart? Do you think it's daft? Stephen, how? How are they 8 months apart? The Euros are in June and the World Cup is a year in December. So it's 18 months apart. You've missed a one. You've missed a one. 3-1 to City. Bernardo Silva. They're just too good. Beat Burnley 9-0 or win a semi-final, says Socom. Well, that's a personal FIFA thing. We need Rodri at Man United, says Callum Turner. I don't think Everton can have any complaints, really. Man City are just too good. Too good. Everyone who's saying United couldn't beat Everton, this is Everton without Yerry Mina and this is Everton without Calvert-Lewin. So, and look, Man City are better than Man United. So, what a lovely team goal. I'm just going to put a tweet out. Mark Goldbridge, I saw you behind Asda. No, you didn't. I'd never shop at Asda. And let's make it 3-1. The score is 3-1. There we go. Do you rate Rodney? He can spray a ball and defend, says Callum Turner. I think he's exactly the sort of player that Manchester United need. They need a centre defensive midfielder. Some people think a centre defensive midfielder's got to be somebody who, you know, takes people on and this, that and the other. You need somebody who can protect your back four and spray a pass. Who would win, Spider-Man or Superman? That's a good fight, the Dorito. Mark, would you rather have Mbappe or Haaland, says Robert Johnson. Mbappe, I think he's the better player. Do I think Man City can get a quadruple? At the moment, it's not looking good in that sense, is it? De Bruyne's just coming on as well. Sevilla and Dortmund should be just about over, but they're still playing. There's a player down injured. Now VAR, I don't know what's going on here. I think he's going to book the referee. He's going to book the manager of Sevilla because he wanted a penalty. I think the ref's he's not blown up yet. Just want to say I'm never going to give you up. I'm never going to let you down. Never going to run around and desert you, says Dean. Thanks for your love, Mark. I love you too, says Luke Shaw. And Joel Corbin, thanks for the super chat there. The referee's blown the whistle between Sevilla and Dortmund, and it finishes 2-3. I think that will make a very interesting second leg. Obviously, crowds won't be in any of the grounds anyway, so it's not going to make a massive amount of difference. Good game, 5 goals. Sevilla Dortmund. I thought Koundé did okay. I thought Sancho did okay. Haaland showed his chances. But I think the second leg will be interesting. City 3-1 up then. So all eyes on the City game now and the live comments. Chances of Ancelotti out, Mark, says Joe Mix. Well, no. I think Everton have still got squad issues, haven't they? They've still got players that are not quite where they need to be, quality-wise. But, I mean, to be honest with you, it was a bad result against Fulham at the weekend. I was very surprised by that. And Everton do need to start picking up some points. And it becomes a massive game for them on Saturday, doesn't it, against Liverpool, which we'll do a watch-along for here. There's a great white shark now saying, I'm coming for you. Well, there's no water, so I'm safe. Although when I was a kid, I was very scared of sharks, and I actually used to think it was going to come down the road through the front door and up the stairs to get me. It's amazing what fear can do. It can make you very illogical about things. You know, I should have just said to myself, there is no way a great white shark is going to make it from Portsmouth or any harbour 2 hours inland, down your road, up your stairs, and then have enough energy to eat you. I tell you what, I'd be breaking records for holding the breath. It's amazing. I used to be shit scared. I'd be like, oh my God, I can't sleep. I'm going to get ate by a shark. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. I'm going to have a Juventus game is... Let's have a look. It's over, 2-1. Ronaldo wanted a penalty. Probably was a penalty, you know. I think that probably was a penalty on Ronaldo. That is a bloody penalty on Ronaldo. That is a penalty on Ronaldo, isn't it? How have they not given that? Have you seen it? That was a stonewaller. He's controlled the ball as the defenders run through, and the defender's momentum has gone into Ronaldo, so he can't... Ronaldo's going to have a chance. 100% a penalty, that is. There's no reason for Ronaldo to go down because he's beat the defender. Basically, it's a long ball into the box. Ronaldo controls it there. The defender momentum, but Ronaldo knocks the ball there, and then the defender's momentum takes Ronaldo out. So Ronaldo would have gone round him. Silly. Terrible decision. Really, really poor. But look, I think if you don't like Ronaldo, you'll say no penalty, but it was a penalty as far as I'm concerned. But it's not been given anyway. And Ronaldo should come to Manchester United next season. It's not been given. The game's over. Porto win 2-1. But they do have the second... they do have the away goal, don't they? So they should be all right. I still think Ronaldo would do a great job in the Premier League. Goals. You know what I'm saying? The guy got goals. Please subscribe, by the way, bottom right hand corner. I'm just going to check if we made 3-2-6. Still 7 minutes to go in this game. Bottom right hand corner to subscribe. Chuck says there's no way that wasn't a penalty. Well, Man City's winning record is ridiculous now, isn't it? How many wins in a row have they done in the Premier League? It's a shame, really, because this Premier League season was brilliant for a few months. It was the best season we've ever had. Everyone was beating everybody, but the problem was, if Liverpool or Man City do what Liverpool or Man City have done over the last few years, it had the potential to be a really shit season. Because everyone's been beating everybody, all it needed was Liverpool or Man City to find form, and they were going to run away with it. I don't think Man City are the best team in the world, or I don't think they're the best Man City side. I just think in a really inconsistent league, they've found their quality and made it very boring in relation to the title. So, but they're used to playing in empty stadiums, aren't they? They've got an advantage. And they're so much better than Everton. Chelsea will stop them. It's hard to see where... Actually, let's have a quick look. It's hard to see when Man City will lose a game. I know they had a very... you could almost look at their fixtures in January and say they weren't going to lose. But it's hard to see where they're going to lose a game now. They've got Arsenal at the weekend. That'll be nice and easy for them. Then they've got West Ham. Then they've got United, Fulham, Leicester, Leeds, Villa, Palace, Chelsea, Newcastle, Brighton. I just don't see them. I don't see them losing for a long time. Mark, would you rather have Phil Jones sign a new contract or find out that Dyche is your long-lost brother? Says Leo Swinton. Liverpool last year versus City of this year. Who wins? Liverpool. I don't think this City side is anywhere near one of the best City sides I've seen. I just think they're the best team in the league this year, and fair play to them. They're very good, but I don't think it's a great Man City side. You know, to me, it's not up there with the likes of the David Silva teams and the company, and you know Aguero and his plump. There's been, I can think of 2 or 3 City sides that are better than this one, but this one could actually achieve more than that. So. I'm just, yeah. I mean, I don't want City to win the league, but I'm glad Liverpool aren't going to win it because if I thought Liverpool were going to win the league this year, and if they'd won the league, they were going to level up with United 20 times. So I'm very glad that Liverpool aren't going to win it. Will Liverpool still get top 4, and who will finish second? The title race is hotting up. Says the race is hotting up. Says Patrick for top 4. Yeah, I think when you look at the Premier League table now, it is all about top 4 because I think the relegation battle is boring. Fulham might be able to pull teams back, but I doubt it. Man City are going to win the title, of course, 10 points clear. Liverpool against Everton is interesting because Everton have actually got a game in hand on Liverpool. So, I mean, look, if Liverpool, it doesn't bear thinking about, but if Everton beat Liverpool on Saturday night, it's bad for Liverpool, really bad for Liverpool. The fixtures this weekend, the way they're looking. Liverpool have got to beat Everton. They've got to beat them. There's no 2 ways about it. And I think they will. I don't think Everton are looking particularly strong at the moment. Just having a look who's got who on the weekend. Fulham, Sheffield United. Didn't they play tonight? That was Burnley, Fulham. Liverpool, Everton, Southampton, Chelsea, Burnley, West Brom, Villa, Leicester. I think that's a big game for Leicester. I think Villa might beat them with Leicester playing on third tomorrow night. West Ham, Spurs. Again, that's a big chance for West Ham because of European football. Arsenal, Man City. Again, Man City, Arsenal playing on Thursday night. Man United, Newcastle. I can see all 4 Europa League teams dropping points on Sunday. Be very, very interesting how they react to that. Will Liverpool have done that one? And hi Mark, can you do watch along with Chelsea Southampton? I'm thinking about doing it, Eddie. We'll think about it. And can you give my dad a shout out? Even though he's a Liverpool fan, he still secretly likes what you do, and his name's Simon, says Alfie Brooks. Shout out to Simon. Look, there's a lot of Liverpool fans who watch That's Football. You're welcome. I just don't want you to win the league because I'm a United fan, and Liverpool fans don't want United to do well. It's just the way it is. Rivals, not enemies. That's what I say. Everyone's welcome on this channel. Best City side was when they had Yaya, says Callum Turner. Morris goal's the pick of the lot for me. Fantastic header. Fantastic hit. It wasn't a header. Career mode, FIFA career mode's back at 2:30 tomorrow. And then United stand for Sociedad against United at 6 o'clock. I think that's gonna be a very interesting game actually. Sociedad are a good side. I mean, you can see it from Sevilla. Sociedad are not far off Sevilla, and Sevilla are a good side. Liverpool won Premier League title, says Shankar. I think Cavani will go to Boca Juniors, Mirano, but not this summer. Probably the summer after. Mahrez is a fantastic player. I do like him. Yeah, 6 o'clock kickoff for United tomorrow, Darius. Europa League. Yay. It's the Europa League. I'm afraid Pep and Klopp need to leave the Premier League for the league gets exciting again. This is Per Eric Klassen. Yeah, I mean, I think Tuchel will do well at Chelsea, but he won't be able to break that domination, and therefore I think he'll be sacked in the next 18 months. Andrew C says, Mark, be honest, does size matter? And you know what I mean, because girls will say to your face that it doesn't matter, but really they can't kid a kidder. That's probably one of the weirdest comments I've ever had. Sounds like you're a bit worried about something there. And can I get a shout out to my brother, Matthew, says John McKay. Shout out to Matthew. And I can't read that super chat from Anne Frank for obvious reasons. I think we all know where it's going. It's very disrespectful. Great White Shark says, next time you go swimming, watch out. I'll be worried in the bath, me. What's the toughest part of your job? Says Oscar Coleman. And the toughest part of the job is sometimes when you're live and you need the toilet or you're hungry. That's a pain because you can't really properly eat. God, Juventus have really shouldn't have lost that game, should they? The Hunch says Brett knows Foden's better than Greenwood. Don't know who Brett is. And hi Mark, are you doing a watch along for Wolves and Leeds on Friday? Joseph Meston, no. And Mateo Kovacic, one of the most underrated players in the league at the moment, is the driving force in the Chelsea team, says Patrick. I really do like him, yeah. Cancelo's just gone down injured here. We're into the final minute. Oh, there's nothing in that from James Rodriguez. He's just kicked out at the ball. He's not done anything there. Dell says, big up my little boy. He loves you. And what's your take on Mayweather versus Logan? There's a chance for Morez there to make it 4. I just think all this... I mean, fair play for making the money, but I just think all these YouTube boxing things are a joke, really. But fair play for making the money. It's not boxing, though, is it? Do you think Ronaldo deserved the penalty, says Maxwell Allen? 100%. Yeah, 100%. From what I've seen, that's a penalty. What's the best part of the roast dinner, says Justin Fisher? Roast potatoes, if they're done properly. Yeah. Then again, a roast dinner done properly, the vegetables, the gravy, the meats, the potatoes, the condiments, it's all part of the game. It finishes 3-1 to Manchester City. They roll on. They're clearly going to win this league. And well done to them for that. Ronaldo's career or Messi, which would you pick, says Kenny? Ronaldo's. I like the variety of it. Yeah. Anyway, look, thanks everyone for watching. Really enjoyed the stream. We're back on here tomorrow with FIFA Career Mode. United Stand has got content from tonight for you. Obviously, we'll be back on there tomorrow with the watch along and the 10 a.m. show. Thanks everyone for watching. It's been a really enjoyable stream, actually. It's been one of the best we've done in a while. There was lots of good chat amongst the football. So really appreciate that. Please subscribe, by the way, bottom right-hand corner if you're new. I'll see you all tomorrow. Stay safe, stay well, and